As a nation, I truly believe this is going to be one of the most important videos I've ever produced on this channel, and I genuinely believe that it will be deleted very soon. So please watch this video, share it with as many people as you can, because this border horror nightmare story, just when we thought the Biden administration could not get more egregious, could not be more corrupt, vile, evil, and anti-American, I'm going to share with you a video of border expert Jaeson Jones explaining in great detail how the cartels have turned our U.S. border and our lack of border protection, our lack of allowing the Border Patrol to do their job, they've turned it into a billion-dollar trafficking enterprise. You're going to see a video courtesy of the awesome X account, Western Lensman. I highly recommend you go follow him, where Jones explains that children as young as 10 days old come across the border with these wristbands. This is a must-watch. It's horrifying. And the Biden administration is okay with it. Watch this.
So I met up with a U.S. southern border expert, Jaeson Jones. He says human trafficking at the border is the largest U.S. intelligence failure since 9/11. I appreciate you talking to us. You got a handful of wristbands here, and I want to start with just having you tell us what these are.
What Americans need to know is that what I'm holding in my hand here today is America's new slave trade. And I mean that to the very core of who I am. Just as Border Patrol began seeing overwhelming numbers hit our southern border in 21, so did the cartel. So they had to make an adjustment. And what they realized is they were being overrun is, my God, these people can be the gift that keeps giving. We can now go from the smuggling of people into the trafficking of people. So this is debt bondage. In other words, if in the old days, the cartels didn't care where you came from, what country you came from. To cross that river right there was $100 on average. But when we got overrun, they said, we can send them throughout the country and we can keep them indebted to us for years, if not decades to come. So they began collecting what we call their personal identifying information. And once they found out their country of origin, where they came from, their mother's name, their father's, their home, their phone number, and then they figured out where they were going, they got a wristband. At the time when this started, it was $2,500 just for a Mexican citizen to cross, $3,000 for a Central American, $5,000 for a Chinese, and if you were Russian or Middle Eastern, $9,000. Well, these migrants didn't have that money, and they knew it. And they began putting these on them. So now here's where we are today. They cross with these wristbands on them, and then we send them throughout the country. They spread a virus of debt bondage where these people, for years, if not decades, are now indebted to a criminal organization in a foreign country who really should be a terrorist organization. Doc, we have never been here as a nation, and this one is from a child.
You said it could be as young as a 10-month-old child.
I've seen it on a 10-day-old child.
A 10-day-old child?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if the people that make it across don't pay that indebtedness for the next year, 10 years, or whatever, then their family's going to pay for it. Okay, so they're controlling getting this child across the river, and they know the family roots of this child. And what do they do with that information? They hold them hostage.
That's exactly right. Not only are they indebted on our side in the United States, but yet their family in the country where they came from can be held accountable. This is a tectonic shift in their normal operation.
So what are they doing to pay this off?
How many of them have skill sets? Many of them don't. So now this is where many of the women are going to go into commercial sex. This is where many of the men are going to become burglars, robbers, drug dealers, all to pay these organizations in a foreign country. But the problem here is this isn't the story that's being told to the American people. Most of the media comes down here with the best intentions. They see migrants, they stick a microphone in their face, and America believes that what we're dealing with down here is an immigration issue, and that's not wrong. That is one part of this. But when you look at this in the totality, the trafficking of men, women, and children, people from China coming across, who then work with the cartels and long-haul smugglers globally, today we are seeing a synergy within the criminal underworld, Doc, we have never seen. It is now in 2024 all about public safety because the problem set is here and it is among us.
The estimates are, since the new administration, and I'm not political at all, I'm just trying to put a marker down time-wise, that 6 million people have come across the border. I've also heard that it's closer to 15 and up million people have come across the border. Where do you put that number?
10.5 million under the last administration. That's not a perception, that's not a feeling. Anybody watching right now can go to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, look at the data on the website, and it'll show you. And then you add 2 million known gotaways to that.
And how many of them have come in under this kind of bondage?
We don't know.
This is a tectonic shift in operations. This is monetization on a whole new, unimaginably evil way. As nation, we need to spread awareness. You know, this is exactly why this channel exists. This is exactly why I'm doing this. Nobody knows about this stuff. The media doesn't talk about it. Mainstream media doesn't talk about it. Network cable, CNN, CBS, ABC, they'll never talk about it. And the worst of all is this could be stopped yesterday. That the President of the United States, Tombstone Biden, could literally issue an executive order and shut it all down. He doesn't need Congress. He doesn't need the other branches of government. He doesn't need support even from his own base. He could issue an executive order and shut it down, which Trump has, by the way, said he will do his first day in office. I've shown you time and time again posts from the Border Patrol Union, how much they absolutely admonish, despise, using all sorts of kind of language that I can't say here on camera, to describe the inactivity, the dormancy, the vacancy of this president of the United States. Our country, the stakes have never been higher. We are less than 7 months away. And if he actually wins again, knock on wood, that 10.5 million is going to double year after year after year. Who knows? Not to play conspiracy theory, but who knows? Maybe that's exactly what they want. Maybe, based on a lot of evidence, based on a lot of things coming out of Hollywood, a lot of things happening with P. Diddy, a lot of things happening with Epstein, a lot of things happening with just the fact that this gender mutilation, gender reassignment surgery, puberty blockers, the scary, terrifying trend of this happening all throughout our country right now, and it's being promoted. California just passed a new law, or blocked a law, which is just, I mean, as a father, it literally rips my intestines out. California just recently blocked a law making the purchase of children a felony. It's a misdemeanor in my great state. I just want to pull my eyes out. It's insanity. We got to get our country back. This is nuts. Tap that thumbs up. Share this with as many people as you can. Have them watch this video over and over and over again. You're not just voting. This isn't a popularity contest. You're not voting on somebody who says, just grab him in the You're not just voting on the fact that you can't stand one guy, so you vote for the other guy. These policies have egregious consequences. We need to spread the word. We need to get our country back. I hope you got a lot of value from this video, Nez Nation. Any comments that you have on this, I would love to hear from you. As always, members and super thanks are appreciated. Members get top priority for comments. We do have our brand new Discord server that is open for members, which is a community that we have built. If you don't know what Discord is, where we can all interact, communicate, I'm in there myself, as well as all members. It's exclusively for members, where we can chat, interact, conversate, communicate about everything. A lot of people are making great new friends in there. If you haven't joined the channel, consider joining. It only costs you a cup of coffee once a month. It only costs you 1 cup of coffee a month to support this channel. It all goes back into the channel so I can keep creating free content for you. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to become a Nez Nation Insider. It's our free newsletter. Link in the pinned comment, description, and show notes. As always, Nez Nation, I'm so just, I can't believe it. I'm so upset about this. This boils every molecule of blood I have in my system. Check out these videos coming up right here. Follow, subscribe. God bless you. God bless your family, and God bless America. I'll see you soon.